Hey guys, this is Zach from the Austin Padrone Show, and we are on episode 5 of the Ahsoka show. We're halfway through this 8-part show, and just based on how the last episode ended, and the fact that they're showing this week's episode in select theaters, and the fact that Dave Filoni himself he directed this week's episode, has got me like so hyped for this episode. And looking at it here, it's actually a 52-minute long episode, which is the second longest episode. The first episode is 57 minutes, and this one's 52, which I know a lot of that is in credits and everything, so it's not going to be a full 52 minutes, but it's definitely the second longest episode of the show so far, so I'm excited for that too. And just right off the bat, I do want to say that this intro might be a little bit longer than a normal, so if you just want to skip the intro and go right into the reaction, you can go to this timestamp right here, which sometimes whenever I edit it and upload the videos, the timestamp gets like mixed up a little bit, so I will try to put like the chapters down below, or at least in the description, so you know exactly where to go to get to the reaction. So let's talk about that ending of the last episode. There's been a lot of speculation, a lot of theories on what that ending meant, which I mean, I think we can all agree that she's supposed to be in the world between worlds, which she ended up in Rebels season 4 when Ezra pulled her and saved her from the Vader fight from season 2.
Ahsoka!
Now, one of the first things I noticed whenever I saw that scene, the end scene from last week, was that Anakin definitely doesn't seem like a Force ghost. They are most likely in the world between worlds, but it doesn't make sense why Anakin would have shown up there, because when Ahsoka popped into the world between worlds, Ezra had pulled her in there, and then Ezra was in there because he actually went in there. So I don't think it's actually Anakin that she saw there. And people mentioned how his lightsaber that he has on his belt in that scene looks different than it did in the prequel movies. But I don't know. I feel like it could be the shadow, just making it look like his lightsaber is mostly black. And then obviously they played Darth Vader's music, just a hint of it at the end, like right when the end credits rolled. So that's another reason why people think with the lightsaber combined with the Darth Vader music, it could be Vader that's actually there and not Anakin. But I think the two most likely options are, one, it is the son from the Mortis arc from Clone Wars, because as we know, Ahsoka she had actually died in the Mortis arc in the Clone Wars, and the sister, the kind of Force god that lived on Mortis, she actually gave her life force to revive Ahsoka. So Ahsoka kind of has the sister's life force within her. But then also in that arc, the son was able to tempt Anakin and kind of brainwash him for a little bit and had him under his control for a little bit there before they were able to snap him out of it. And then Anakin ended up stabbing him and killing the son, which I think is kind of cool, because in a way you could view that as him already fulfilling the prophecy that he was going to bring balance to the Force, because at that moment the daughter had already died, so the Force was already unbalanced, because the daughter was the light side and the son was the dark side, and so when the daughter died, there was unbalance. So then Anakin stabbed and killed the son at the end of that story arc, which, I mean, technically he balanced the Force there. So it's kind of an interesting thing that nobody really talks about, that I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if they did it purposely, but it's definitely one way to view it, especially if you want to view Anakin as having more free will. When he ended up killing the Emperor, it wasn't just his destiny, it was his actual choice. I don't know, it's just one way to look at it. But I think the most likely situation, which I don't know about if I'd say the most likely, but I think it's very likely, is that she's just having a hallucination, kind of like in Rebels, whenever she hallucinated in the Jedi temple and she heard Anakin's voice.
No!
You abandoned me! You failed me! Do you know what I've become?
One thing I would love is there's an episode of the Clone Wars that they're going to make. I think it was going to be in season 7. But it was canceled, that episode. I guess they weren't able to make it within the number of episodes they were given for season 7. But you can look it up on YouTube, which I'll put in the description. And it's a scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan where Anakin is talking about Ahsoka's decision to leave the Jedi Order and how frustrated that made him and everything.
I still can't understand how she could have left the Order.
It was a surprise decision to all of us.
It was wrong.
I really wish that would have been in the last season, because one thing I really wish they would have shown was how Ahsoka leaving affected Anakin, because we didn't really get to see that much. I mean, obviously, whenever Ahsoka finally came to the Jedi to help her with the Mandalore issue, you could see Anakin's reaction whenever he finally sees Ahsoka, and it's like one of shock and everything, but we don't really get anything other than that. I don't know, I feel like that's a huge missed opportunity, because Ahsoka leaving was a huge stepping point for Anakin. It's honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the last nails in the coffin for Anakin against the Jedi Order and the Jedi Council.
She made the decision, Anakin.
Well, what choice did we give her? The moment there were any suspicions about her loyalty, the Council turned their back on her.
But it also adds to whenever Vader and Ahsoka have that confrontation in the season finale of season 2 of Rebels, because we saw Anakin in that story arc whenever Ahsoka got cast out of the Jedi Order. He was the only one fighting for Ahsoka, like truly fighting for her, and he was actually the one who actually found the actual person who framed her and proved her innocence. But then she still loved him, even though it wasn't because of him. She still loved him by himself in the Jedi Order. So that confrontation with Vader and Ahsoka, you can understand where Vader's mindset is at, because this is a person that, in his mind, especially his warped mindset that he has at this point in the story, Ahsoka loved him, and she was a traitor to him in a way, because of what she did. She loved him. And that scene that was deleted that I was talking about, that like I said, I'm putting in the description, it like really displays that. And the reason why I bring it up is because I would love, I doubt they're going to do it, but I would love if they had that scene in live action sometime in this show between Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor.
You can't take responsibility for Ahsoka's decision, Anakin.
How would you feel if I turned into a major disappointment?
It's not the same.
It's precisely the same. You took me under your wing and practically raised me. I'm your Padawan, just like Ahsoka was mine. How well would you sleep knowing I failed you?
Not very well, I imagine. Luckily, that isn't true. And never will be.
And also, just a side note, it is cool how they keep showing Anakin and Ahsoka in like pivotal scenes, just like looking over the shoulder. It's like the same shot and everything. So it seems like it's on purpose. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I honestly didn't expect to see this confrontation between Ahsoka and Anakin, whether it's actually Anakin or hallucination or the sun or something else fishy or tricky that's happening in the world between worlds. But it is funny because one of Anakin's first lines in that scene was, "I didn't expect to see you so soon." And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. Oh, and one more thing. You know how I mentioned at the beginning of the last episode, or the beginning of the last video, people are thinking that Marok was going to be Starkiller. And one of the biggest reasons why they thought that was because Sam Witwer, the actor who voiced Starkiller in the video games and Maul in Clone Wars, he was listed in the credits for Ahsoka. Well, interesting enough, he actually voiced the son in the Clone Wars, the Mortis arc. So there's another connection there. But speaking of Sam Witwer, it would also be interesting if Ahsoka has a confrontation with Maul in the World Between Worlds as well. I don't know about this episode, but sometime in the show. But it'd just be cool because in the season 7 of Clone Wars, Maul had that scene with Ahsoka where he was trying to convince her to join him to fight against Darth Sidious, Palpatine. And he tells her that he had a vision that Anakin had been groomed to be his master's new apprentice, which obviously we knew was true. But obviously Ahsoka didn't trust Maul, so she fought against him. So it'd be interesting to have a confrontation between them two, even if it's just in the world between worlds. But yeah, other than that, we have Balin, who continues to be a pretty interesting villain. They've given him some nuances that are pretty interesting. He's not like a completely evil person, but at the same time, he is trying to start a new war, which technically he said he's not trying to start a new war. That's going to be Thrawn that does that, but he's actually doing it. But I'm also pretty sure that most of the scenes that they showed in the trailers have been shown in the show now, or at least most of the ones I can remember, at least. So it's gonna be kind of interesting because here on out it's gonna be mostly new scenes that we didn't see in the trailer. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be still a lot of scenes that they show in the trailer. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
You and I share a common goal to make this.
Yeah, that's a tough decision. I forgot about that.
Anakin.
Which also, I know people, when he showed up in the Obi-Wan show, they didn't de-age him, and people complained saying that he looked too old and all that, which, I mean, he did look older, but I didn't think he looked that bad, honestly. People were like blowing it way out of proportion, I thought. I mean, he doesn't look bad with the de-aging. I personally kind of prefer the no de-aging, but it's not bad.
Carson, come in. I got nothing down here. Looks like we missed the party.
Do I see where they just reuse Carson's poster from The Mandalorian? The same picture, just different background. Here, it can't be Ahsoka, can it? Oh, Hewing.
I told them to stay together. But they never listen. They never listen.
He's getting sentimental. Shadow Warrior. What could that mean? Shadow Warrior. Okay, here we go.
You look the same.
It's de-aging.
You look old.
Dang.
You lost a fight.
I don't remember.
Trust me. You lost.
Yep. Kind of got tossed out of the arena.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm here to finish your training.
Oh, snap. That can't be him. Something fishy about all this.
Never too old to learn, Snips.
Yeah, we got to see him when he said sniffs that time. Yeah, that looked like his lightsaber. Is he gonna have the same fluidity as he did in Revenge of the Sith? Hopefully. Yeah, they definitely look a lot faster. I mean, it's still not like Revenge of the Sith level, but it's pretty up there. That was just a few seconds too, so.
Senator Organa says she can only give us cover for so long.
Senator
We're not
Oh
going
yeah,
anywhere,
okay.
so I know exactly
Took me a
what
second because I was like, wait, hold on.
We stand-
This is in between the original trilogy and sequel trilogy.
What are we listening for?
Don't you hear it?
He's probably a lot more force sensitive than she is, considering his dad was a Jedi.
The waves crashing?
No. The lightsabers.
So I guess it's not a hallucination. The force music.
Jason has abilities. His father, Kanan Jarrus.
Hey, name drop. Yeah, the spinny thing, yeah. The signature Anakin. It's just crazy to be looking at this right now.
I haven't taught you everything yet.
Oh my god. It's so great to be able to see him have this personality too. Oh man, I wish I would have gone to see this in theaters. But I like recording these videos. Is she younger? That's her Clone Wars outfit, isn't it? The clone troopers. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Okay. Who's gonna play the? Oh my gosh. What if they got Ashley Eckstein to voice her? Oh my god. Yes. Is he wearing the armor? Clone Wars armor? Okay, no, he's in. No, he's in his armor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And they have his hair shorter like in the show. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Why are we here?
You tell me.
I don't understand.
She looks familiar, the actress.
Master! Wait!
Her green lightsaber. I know I said I didn't like the Clone Wars armor in the show, but it looks good in live action. I will admit that. Oh, Dave, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Are we gonna hear Tamara Morrison's voice? Playing the clones? Oh my gosh.
Snips.
No, I feel like a kid.
Asteroids approaching.
I didn't even grow up with the Clone Wars show, and I'm like feeling so giddy right now. They have like his hairstyle and everything looks so perfect. Oh my gosh. I don't know if they de-aged him there, but he looks good if they did.
We lost so many.
As Jedi, it's our job to lead. That doesn't mean we don't make mistakes.
His voice
Mistakes cost lives.
has a deeper tone
That
to
doesn't
it.
bother you?
Of course it does. Look, when Obi-Wan taught me, we were keepers of the peace. But now,
They're
in
soldiers.
this war, I have to teach
That's
you
what she
to be
told Rex in season 7, that all she's ever known was being a soldier, even though they're supposed to be keepers of the peace.
As a Jedi, we were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. But all I've been since I was a Padawan is a soldier.
Is that all I'll have to teach my own Padawan one day?
Did she play Gamora in Infinity War?
Padawan.
I'm pretty
What
sure
makes
she
you
did.
say that?
I'm joking.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
How can you joke at a time like this?
What would you prefer?
I don't know.
Tell me, what do you want? And to do that, you're going to have to fight.
Dude, he looks so young. Did they de-age him? Because, I mean, from what I can see right now, he doesn't look CGI'd.
What if I want to stop fighting?
I won't leave you. Not this time.
And you'll die.
Then you will die.
That's what he told her in Rebels when he was Darth Vader. Then you will die. Oh my gosh. Darth Vader. That's fucking cool. There's no words other than that. This is definitely gonna be up, so I need to rewatch as soon as I finish it. Because right now I'm like getting hit over the face with all this.
Always, especially especially with Lady Tano.
She's resilient.
He's tenacious.
That too.
So was her master.
Yeah? What was he like?
Intense.
Good word to describe Anakin.
Chopper says you're gonna have to get low.
Get low. That song just started playing in my mind. It's terrible. Oh, okay, she's older now. She's got the 2 lightsabers. Wait, but oh, this is this isn't Siege of Mandalore, is it? She's still pretty young. But those were Maul's Mandalorian. What are they called? The Red something. Oh yes. Is that Rex? That's Rex. He's got a shoulder thing. I'm pretty sure. They got their faces painted too, right? Or I thought I saw one of them had their faces painted. The mask, helmet, whatever. Oh no, this I guess isn't Siege of Mandalore.
I don't know this bad.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This was the secret.
Yes, it was.
We had parted ways by now.
Looks intense.
It was.
You did well. You're a warrior now.
Yep. You're too busy being a Revenge of the Sith. The very beginning.
Just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. We're part of a legacy.
Yep. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Count Dooku, Yoda.
But my part of that legacy is
Live.
Oh, red lightsaber. Says Vader lightsaber. Oh, that lighting is beautiful. Oh, back to adult. Oh, Darth Vader breathing. Here we go. Okay, yeah. Oh my god.
You lack conviction.
That was freaking beautiful.
Time to die.
This is eye red. Looks like it might have just been a reflection from lightsaber. Yeah, his Sith eyes. Yellow eyes. That looks like some shot in the Obi-Wan show, or is it that fan edit, Trials of the Master? So was it just a hallucination that she saw, or was she actually in the world between worlds? But I mean, Kanan and Hera's son, Jason, heard the lightsabers, so I don't know.
However, you might have been lost for good, if not for Jason.
Jason is here.
Her top of her head looks weird. I guess does she usually have something right there between the white and orange on her head? Okay, yeah, she does have something separating the orange and white on her head. Headpiece.
Yeah, lightsabers. Who are you fighting with?
That's a loaded question.
Will you train me?
No.
Do you know how to build a lightsaber?
Yes.
Will you teach me?
No.
The last time I saw Sabine, she was holding this.
Not a good sign.
You're not like that, are you?
More than you know.
You're about to find out. It's kind of like in a Fallen Jedi when there's different little items they could use the Force to kind of hear memories. In the Fallen Order video game.
And she's alive.
For now.
It's a fleet. They're on their way.
Well, they're a little late.
I don't think they're coming to help.
What are they coming to do? Oh, Purgle. You gonna follow them? Go up there and follow them?
Do you have Morgan Elsbeth in custody?
More Mon Mothma scenes.
No.
Do you have evidence of Imperial Remnant activity or of Grand Admiral Thrawn's return?
No.
Then I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do.
Man,
You and Ahsoka Tano are to return to Coruscant with the fleet.
I'm not
they're
sure
reducing Mon Mothma to just another
I'm not sure I agree with that.
repeating the same mistakes.
The Senate Oversight Committee is going to determine if your command should be permanently suspended.
I don't know, man.
You are going.
I'm not sure I like this plan.
Yes, I would like to second that.
No other way. Without the map, we don't.
Dude, every line that Huang has, great. Just the line delivery too. Yep. Mighty Purgle. That's a big Purgle right there.
Up ahead, I think that is one of the larger ones.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig. She's about to try to ride it. Jump on it, ride it. Probably try to connect with it through the Force. Okay. Good start. Hopefully.
I don't know, just don't let them approach.
They're gonna approach. Kinda looks like Earth. In a way.
Captain, the reason we are here is because there was no mission.
I respectfully disagree.
Tell us what Ahsoka Tano and General Syndulla are up to, and perhaps we can help.
The best way you can help is to maintain
Yeah.
distance.
I don't think you can actually help.
Mom, is she really gonna talk to them?
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
I get it. You guys want to be alone.
That's the idea.
It's just like the stories you told me. How the whales took Ezra and the bad guys far, far away.
To a galaxy far, far away. Better be like Finding Nemo in here. Or Pinocchio.
You're certain they know where Sabine was taken?
I have no idea.
What?
No idea.
It could go anywhere.
Well,
I know. That's better than going nowhere.
that turn.
I'd move your fleet out of there if I were you.
Purgle. About to jump into hyperspace.
They cleared their path.
They do look pretty cool looking in live action. Hyperspace. Alright. So now we got 3 episodes left. At least they started going on their path now. Alright, so we are done with episode 5 of Ahsoka. 5 of 8 episodes. Like I said, I'm glad we're finally going to where Ezra and Thrawn are, which, I mean, assuming they're going where they are. I'm a bit confused about what the whole Anakin Ahsoka first half of the episode meant. I mean, I assume she was in the world between worlds, but I don't know, I was kind of confused by that. I haven't seen season 4 in about a year, and I was binge watching those like so quickly I can't remember exactly, because I think Ezra had to go like open a wall, like that he had to like use like some kind of key to like open the portal, which had like a mural of the father, son, and daughter of Mortis, and he was able to open it up, and that's whenever he was able to pull Ahsoka out of her duel with Darth Vader into the world between worlds, and that's when he had that conversation with her about trying to save Kanan, and about how he wasn't able to do it because if he did that, then it would create a paradox and all that kind of stuff. But then, if I remember correctly, he brought down where the world between worlds was, like he so that Palpatine couldn't enter it because Palpatine was wanting access into the world between worlds, and Ezra was able to close it off. So I can't remember exactly how you're able to enter in there. I guess where they were at was another like entrance to the world between worlds. But I'm also confused because was that actually Anakin that she was talking to? Like how Ezra was actually talking to Ahsoka in the world between worlds, or was that just like some kind of vision that she was seeing? I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to watch a lot of videos this week explaining a lot of that. But wow, just wow. This seeing Hayden Christensen as Anakin again and being able to do more of the Clone Wars persona Anakin, it's just great to see. And like I said, like in the Clone Wars show, I never really liked the armor that he wore, like the first like 2.5 seasons of the show. I was glad that they moved him more to the Jedi robes that he wore in Revenge of the Sith about like mid season 3. But the armor did look pretty cool in live action, I will admit. And it's just cool how they were able to give him like the shorter hair, like not short hair like in Attack of the Clones, but shorter than Revenge of the Sith like he had early on in Clone Wars. And yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the last we see of Hayden Christensen. I won't be surprised if he pops up again later on in the show, but it's going to be exciting. Hopefully next episode we're going to see Thrawn and Ezra or Ezra. Hopefully we'll see at least one of them next episode. I'm hoping the last 3 episodes are all like 50 minutes or longer. I don't know why Disney keeps doing this thing where the later episodes in the season are like 30 minutes. It's like, why? But Dave Filoni seems to know what he's doing with this show. I'm pretty sure that I saw that he wrote every episode of the show. He directed this episode. So I'm just excited to see where the show goes. And anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want, you can go to our channel. I have a playlist of all my reactions to the Ahsoka episode so far, and then what is to come. I'll have a playlist of all those episodes and all those videos. So go to our channel to check those out. And as always, we will see you later.